Welcome. Today, we are diving into a topic that really separates marketing that works from marketing that's, well, just a waste of money. We're talking about market research. We're going to look at how you can truly understand what your customers need so you can stop guessing and start making a real connection. So, have you ever launched something, a campaign, maybe a new product, or even just a post online and felt like you were just kind of crossing your fingers and hoping for the best? It's a really common feeling, that sense that you're just firing ideas out into the world without knowing if they'll actually land. And that's really the heart of the problem, isn't it? Without solid research, marketing isn't a strategy. It's just a gamble. You're basically relying on your own opinions and what you assume people want, which, let's be honest, can be a million miles away from what your customer actually thinks and feels. So, today, we're going to fix that. Okay, so our first big step here is to get out of this guessing game entirely. We need to shift our whole mindset. We're moving away from what we think is a good idea and toward what we have actual evidence for, evidence that comes directly from our customers' world. So, what even is market research? At its core, it's a pretty simple process. It's all about learning. You're trying to get inside your customer's head to figure out what they need, how they think, and maybe most importantly, the real reasons they choose one thing over another. Now, what's so powerful about these questions is how practical they are. This isn't some abstract theory. We're asking, what problem are you actually trying to solve? And what words do you use to talk about it? Finding out what annoys them about what's already out there? That stuff is absolute gold for marketers. Okay, so how do we start listening and finding the answers to those questions? Well, there are two main ways to go about it. Let's break down the difference between primary and secondary research. This slide lays it out perfectly. Primary research, that's you, going out and collecting brand new information by talking directly to people. Think interviews, surveys, that kind of thing. Secondary research is more like being a detective. You're digging through information that already exists. Stuff like competitor websites, customer reviews, or even just looking at what people are searching for online. And here's the thing you absolutely have to remember. It's not an either-or situation. Not at all. The strongest marketing strategies are built on a mix of both. You get those raw, personal stories from primary research, and you get the big picture market context from secondary research. You need both. All right, let's zoom in on a really powerful piece of primary research, the customer interview. The secret here isn't just to talk to people, it's about how you ask the questions. You've got to get past the polite, surface-level answers to get to the real, actionable stories. This is a huge mindset shift, so really let this one sink in. Your goal is not to ask someone if they like your idea or if they would use it. Why? Because most people are too polite to say no. Your goal is to understand what they actually do. Their past behavior is the single best predictor of what they'll do in the future. Just look at this comparison. Asking, would you buy this? That just invites a hypothetical and probably polite yes. But if you ask, tell me about the last time this happened, well, that grounds the entire conversation in reality. It uncovers the real frustrations, the workarounds, and the pain points that you can build your marketing around. And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? You want the unfiltered stories of your customers' actual struggles and successes. Because those stories, they contain the language, the emotion, and all the little details you need to create marketing that genuinely connects with people. Okay, let's switch gears for a second to secondary research. And one of the most valuable sources of information out there, your competitors. Now, this isn't about just copying what they do. It's about learning from them to find your own unique angle. I mean, by analyzing your rivals, you can pretty quickly get a map of the whole landscape. Go look at their websites. What are they promising? What words are they using? Then, and this is my favorite part, go dive into their customer reviews, especially the bad ones. The one-star reviews are a literal list of everything that frustrates customers in your market. It's a goldmine of opportunities just waiting for you. So we've gathered all this info from interviews, from reviews, from competitor sites. But data by itself isn't enough. The whole point of this entire process is to find something much, much more powerful, an insight. An insight isn't just some interesting fact. It's a useful truth. It's a piece of information so profound that it totally changes how you think about your marketing. It is that aha moment that connects all the dots and makes everything clear. Let's make this super real with an example. Imagine a fitness app. Before they did any research, they just assumed their audience wanted to get shredded. But after they actually talked to people, they found this amazing insight. Their real users were beginners who felt totally intimidated and just wanted to build some confidence. Look at how that one single insight changes absolutely everything: the audience, the problem they solve, and the entire marketing message. It's a total transformation. And that's the incredible power we're talking about here. One single, powerful truth that you discover through research can send ripples through your entire business. It can make everything you do, your product, your ads, your content, so much more effective and resonant with the right people. So, to wrap this explainer up, stop guessing. Start using evidence to make your decisions. You have to listen to your customers, using a mix of both primary and secondary research. Pay really close attention to the actual language they use. And above all, hunt for that game-changing insight, that useful truth that can change everything for you. So we'll leave you with this question to really think about. If you could really, truly understand your customers, what's the one thing they're just desperately wishing you knew about their problems, their frustrations, and what they really need? Because the answer to that question, that's where your best marketing begins.